WONTUMI TV so enie na ene awie jumedia ya today Talk Ghana ena yatna sia yede ebro Talk Ghana every sabria kopem se donsia bebo ma yede donsia kase bono nso abro midin ede Kwaku Kyeremanteng Nkansah KK edie on behalf of the production crew led by the man Kofinto. I still ever had over newie I still the ebwa echinchim a year infidiero and as a cameras no ede amame na meda eye MCR so ase na na kwame ewo MCR bia menda na kwame ewo MCR hodo ede ewie ya obwa echinchim infidiero so ewo ho enti yetna sese ya na me kai wo se dwumadie ni nyina etwagu ewo Facebook eye WONTUMI 101.3 FM on Facebook. Yes, audio ko Facebook nabo WONTUMI 101.3 FM on Facebook. Na uko YouTube onswa. Yebeko so ade akai wo say YouTube eye WONTUMI TV live ewo YouTube. Enti uko dum so a wonsa beka ne ye bia ewo ho. Na enawie yatna se say so dia na just ensem na de de ebrew no na ene awie yatna say no later on the program mede lawyer Evans Osei Bonsu ewo dwumadie so ene awie ya yene no ebeto ato adwene. Yes, might be wondering say ene Thursday denti and a lawyer Evans Osei Bonsu ever had him on a Thursday afternoon because don't want to say lawyer the other time a Tuesday. But yes, when the need arises, lawyer Evans Osei Bonsu ever had him on the Thursday afternoon as well. But you know a day and your lawyer Evans Osei Bonsu kwansuna ewa and then yene lawyer Nana Bonsu chiri lawyer Nana Bonsu chire my private legal practitioner as well. Nti ene de two lawyers and I be engage you ewo program no so ene awie. Meje de say what OSP ho ensensem Office of the Special Prosecutor and the Attorney General omo time Attorney General and the OSP time we enter the young Kwanse na empo ushendo high court SAOSP wa jini 2 mini BF the free themselves criminal prosecution GOJ authorization and the free attorney general and some ansan wa tumi aye bibiaro actually OSP so so ntiase den ntiase ochina hwe who born dog enti eno no omo atwintan omo beye adwuma no entokwa eno ebeko enti ene engage lawyers no na yewremu ewo ho ma efidie no ena ahase ya ba efidie no ena ha ya ba engage lawyers na fe yedisa enkomo no enyina na eno so edancha ya fuel prices yente so abai so wa cushion eye fuel prices ube ho se bia obeko pumps no krada ebeba foma eye kete wese 2 cedis on diesel and some 36 pesos on a liter of petrol at the pumps. Na buy say we cushion enti eno or mawato. But see say on the bad they no akwa to a bulk oil distributors new MCs no so almost when the abrepa say na buy what taxes wo when ye what tax the every ho 1 pound sanko count taxes yan ye de kakra na ye di twai ho no eno ena wo no de wo chese wo de won about bekika ye ho e be kire yen yo no mo ho e be kire omo no den ena omo e be ye mafidie no ena ha do ene awie ya this and many more ena ye be di ho nkomo ene awie but ansa de ye be rasa nkomo ni nyina mu no. Yes, it's a Thursday afternoon, beautiful Thursday afternoon na ewiase so de yetenasia de yedikan ene ona se pelifo yedikan ne omudi nkomo omo a ye engage o eye Divine Hope Herbal Center for Divine Hope Herbal Center for ewu fi hadom ene ewie na Divine Hope Herbal Center omna producers of Ochia Herbal Powder. Yes, ye jado ehyewa wa obeba enti Divine Hope Herbal Center producers of Ochia Herbal Powder ewu fi hadom yani bedi kan di omo edin komo ye wie ya na fi edin komo na aka no atoa oso enti ba fidie no and media bema Atuments. A very good afternoon to you. Atuments Canada. Atuments Canada. So Atuments very good afternoon to you far away in Canada. You mate why? Ochia Herbal Powder. Alex Atnase. Dr. Ajay. And so, Dr. Gwani Didi, Dr. Ajay. Alex, Baba Kwaba. Dr. Ajay. You. Alex, now where? Yedayami.
Last week in me body, no now.
Aye.
I'm saying.
Now, Dr. Ajay. Dr. Ajay. That Mama Ajay. That. Nipa Beka Ajay, I am near you. Ajay nipa beka Ajay na edi amapi na doctor nya DB as Dr. Ajay
Bageke
anyway we ba kwa ba
Joseph Akeke nyame adom Bageke meti wache o
you
from station ada no hwa waso asia say call ba antimadie ne jubli na me children o
Ajay ya mama ya grandpa
children
Ajay ya mama ya grandpa
eti wache where the case ya
be damase so say
mano gwa hodo wo de ne ya doma chede
ye
de yesu bia
ye da ya mi ase
so ko school dia ba ya doma chede
ye da ya mi ase
yo ni se wu ko ba kra ba sa ba yesem tradwuma
na adwuma mu boko de
o nyankopon ne adi ni
ye da ya bi ase
ne adi ni
yo Alex
Ofa
na why na shase
ofa doku idea se wa oni che
ani na Ajay
keke wo da se
dog ye kwa
no da se mi afani me fa nchia ma wo tiefo ne wa hwefo anwumrei for obia embra Divine Hope Herbal Center ya share kese ndi wo Kumasi macro abusia kruwa junction abrosan ya friend the whole Kumasi abrosan no obi se the whole Kumama eho esro pe ena ye wo na ye dro yi die wona follow WONTUMI etie WONTUMI die for so many years omoni madro no na omaji atum entimpanyisi adepa ene ton ne ho na se ye ka Ochia Herbal Powder ho asema ye beka ma de achi esense eye dro ba ko a onto enu ho da empanyisi ewe eye 10 in 1 sanse yade ya esa doso na so ye boa no ketewa bi ne de ate ho bam nyame ye wodom na won saka Ochia ne bia eho na dance ye se eye adwuma fache minia de bia me se nipa ho oden se obetimi akọ aba obetimi ada asori ejina sisi yade ana sisi ne so enti mpanisi ya nkoto wa ye na sebi mpedu ese obi antimi nna dem no ohuri ntompa no so pam na wadada ti se wo sisi yade sebi wo sisi yade ni nti opo adwuma kwaduru fi a woda ho na nkra tietie wo sisi achi si so kwase adwuma edi nkoa bi ano wo hia srawo ansa na watimi ada obi die sebi ache kroya na ansa bi abentoa tetefo de no ye yema kogum de sana ansa na emu adwo no obi die sebi wodi biara da okurapoma edi nku ano wo hyesra ansa na watimi ada eho na arehosam ne wonom esanse mo na eka wo no wontimi nko na waba mikasa wo ye carpenter wo ye mason wo ye odrobani wo ye tailor mepacho mikasa wo ti office se de keketi ya de bi yi ena ye adwuma wochi mutanya sisie no be ka no ho na eka ne ho de ya de na wo se wo ye wo se wo pa adura ya papa na wonom na wunya yaresa na obi di sha adum ni adan se ye de efie de wache ye 50 years 45 years na wonya yare e fenis ya de mpacho yare nya jipade so bi nya will emfa nka ho ma ho na so won seka otwea herbal powder nyame to minti yade ne kope na wagina brane na arehosem ne se bema wonya sisi yade ache ye 2 years na mama guy name Mr 2 minutes ena so no ba hia dem a petre pion na wawie na wada ho ohinu ntutu otime no ba yire flat mubu ebe kumase ma ne bene e kire se sisi yare na mo wa ye mere mesro hwene ye na anwu wani mo se daachi afi obi a owo yare fe ne koko yare koko nti se bi mpaduasa se ojana nan ya wo chen wo ba wakwa awo so kokoboro na apie aba ni yebuti yibo mu kuru se de nsuo mu na ebeton no de bia da obi ani rehene wo posa na ayeko de bia wo hye space wo ye Kristo ni ti asori dem ye bia se won genkan Bible no ohun Yesu a wo se ye wusu mesrew otwea ba para ne yare a etu kokko asema ogina brane esense kokko ni ba ewurawura wontim si wontini munti no afi ne koba sapa wo ye bema edum wontini ja hana asem ne wo no edum wontini ja afi moja ne ntimi nko ekoba sa na ope edura wo benom ansa na watimi ne odofo ahia na ekoba sa na China fonuro ana wuguso se me nom ni odo e de adayie na mo na ebasa na ache 5 years se duro no ankre ma obenom be ma ni mpagya etuo no abaya je afiri wonsem akoduru Jubilee House ehwo na petre sen no na house na egu anim ase na no mifira kreba obitimi nchen e obasim ehwo de otiam Jesus na me se adai wosi me ma no me BP aduro na me se adai no me BP aduro wosi bra manom over 10 years yare no nkoye de bia me se otwea heba pada se na tie e wo TV ni so e wo mako 50 de pa cho yade bi nti wakoto otwea heba pada one box we ma yade na nko meme nka nkyere wo se otodo na se wan ono na ho anto wa bajusi ka bi kwa yade wo meme dadawo meme de se wato box ba ko wonom we yade na anko fom anko soro de gina jai nom because udi machie bia na obewu mpani se okrom kwan wa obi de kwan wa se ho e bia otwea heba powder na anye wan se do de nye ne mo se message nchina de wan anko ba jusika de e ba sama dadaw nanso ebinsi da se obi se yade ebi nti ma to otwea heba powder mano ma ho we box ba ko da bi ida ebe kofom amo hu zampa ekona yare no nkoye na wato aso anom adanse no bebrebe ense wo da BP do so mesoro ne asese wo no otwea heba powder na bema da BP do so ache ye 2 years na oda ne bema korafo na yire kwa yi obesu okwa ye furu obesu okwa wanwe obesu because near I was away at them obano wontimi nye enti na yede se do okwa no wokam akosha na okwa he de bia na yere kunto kwaso ntimi nya obano mesrew num otwea heba powder baako sei anopa baako sei anwumre de wo hia ye nsuohye ti ano sa nsuohye ketu obi fafra no mame we enyanyono enka eni achiwade enkyire bibia de ekyire ye baako pe se obeto edi akoshe mpaase na wanom nipa entimi numa duro we bi eye 3 oba wanyem oma akura no fo eni wo bi a owu mpache wowu a yedu na meto bi nom efunu numa duro no ma wonyane asa wonyanya 12 years ekima utimi numa twea heba powder afi utimi hu se obi nya stroke ne fa adwo wontimi nkasa yie waka fom zani panno mo twea panya mitumi nti na wa sorry wagina brane obi to asesei atwetwene saa ye ne ya na nam ayi titiriti wadna si fam okra na mpabo okra wo hunu nam ayi dudu mesro sa ni panno mo twea heba para se kima saa ne to ase twetwe no yesi atika o ye labs okwa clinic ye obi adura wonom chen polytank mienu yare ne tia ne tie de ehye ne nkom e wo Yesu di mabeye ye dadawo num otwea heba powder asa nyame to minti ne ko obi wo sika na enso bi fufuo ni akrantie bi ni nkwan woni bi da sanse eto ne yem se kima ni yem dwa no ni yem dwa ne sa yesi wonya osa ebisi ye peptic ebisi ye de minim ni se ye fun yade ekuro na aba oyem nu anopa no mo twea baako anopa ni nsuohie anwumre baako edro we se wodi di se woni di ye utimi nom enchiri bibia enchiri nsa enchiri abrofuduro die hia ne sa akọ nipadua num ehọ na dance ya say dey eba anadwi ye da ya de chi yi abrantie bi wontimi anda wana obi obadwonso wadwonso ma de say we unye bayifo so ntimi na dwonso na odwonso mesrew pe otwea heba powder chira kwan nunum bi me na gina brane se bema na timi sori ko ye adwuma be hwe abusua ene oman ni moye dene ti se wa nkwa amana ti fia mesrew eya asem kese ena aba mesrew we ya brantie onam 40 years se bi mpraduasa wura dwaye na wuro ho se bodwaye na no se guti sanse wa hwe obema se wani mu no a ene oba 4 years de ayepe atwe ewuram ayelengelenge ayese straw ayese crayon ayese se gino na tuya ho na wa nkasa ho awreho nti obewura dem a na dia to nsem oboso mpaye ewe Yesu dimo entwemra ewe Yesu dimo anya kese bema enada ho Yesu ni asuafo nam na look aye dunsini so obi yare a wote haban de mano se biblia me kan ya se ye nimu de nu se betimi aye bomb se de Israel fo aye ni efense Iran fo de konto kwa no na nso ye wonim de nyame de adom ye se wo yare aye nsa wo yade eno ne abiduro kroje ya nyame de amaye na obi o kase obi ti ho wo se me de me mpa bibiduro se bi mpa biasa de ye obi fie ye no ese obi fie nyame anya ye nyina pepepe nipa kase ye pa wo boada se oil eye wonsa na ye bibinia se wa mpete na ana petru amfa hohora enko eye broni sa wodi nso hohoro pe na eko broni be ma ne bibini ba beda anyem obewu broni ba ne bibini be ma besa da anyem obewu broni na nso ye ha se wo mpo na obansa wa se wonye wo dia adna broni de wono da anyem pe e da bewu broni se broni mo janko bibini yeso ya de enko na yeso ya de ho atobafo de so na ekum ye praye enti mesrew heba papa no de numbi nya yaresa ero ne otwea heba powder we na onum nya yaresa mesrew pebiato Ghana haba bia say e pharmacy heba shop over the counter chemical shop obenya biato Kumasi bia tondo bia nya bito wo akran fo mu ntie me o kanshi drug lane de tondo bia ewo bi circle so ho na Kesben FM wo ebi ewo ho La Paz Angel FM ho ebi wo ho me pacho na Madina Queen Bubune ono so ewo Rex Junction ebi wo ho Koforidia Gabson Pharmacy me pacho wo kaso foi Jokad Pharmacy Old Market wo Ashaman House of Drugs ewo Presby Junction se wo Koforidia dia me pacho no Gabson PK Gombila ewo Tamale ena Alaji Dukuluku also watamale wa mumuni away enterprise ena cap enso ewo sunwan cap eba woni Green Light Pharmacy also ewo bi ewo ho mo ti ye nka nyina wa grosso duro obekọ Lincoln Pharmacy uko ha benya biato mensa ewo takrade na owas enso ewo takwa wuto na won tiase ya na wo frɛ numbers no ewo 0591 56 55 57 0550 63 90 37 0550 63 90 37 me pache wo fia fa wo phone no twa picture na the TV ne so no na okọ pharmacy a na o refi din na o se me pedro we say ebi minim say mo hwe ntumi de mo ni mi Alex Martin mu ache ti Alex amande no ma wo mu
okay we the dog my monitor usima any tetebe aduasa just 30 seconds ni nwie ma no ofa aduro ye Kwaku no ade ba ko ehu a me pese nyina ye hye ne so enie eya na aduro no ema ni nim se eye mema nko aduro da bi otwea heba pada no enye mema nko aduro na emum oba no bema so ye dai enum na oba ben ne etwa se wokope otwea heba pada ne bi akiri kwan oye oba sebe eduru busumi se wo so ko maayo mu a odie no unhu obedie baba ko na etwa obedie banana na ya se wie no wagye ne ho anyi obedie no ebane na ebetuntuntuntum obi okoye family planning okoye wie na afi menses no emabio obi awo na chi no benfie mienu miensani sebe omu ne nsada obai ebasa woduru awuhia eye wotwea heba pada uya babawa uti Kumasi nanso wawo mu watenka ne nam temele ye bedo kro do watum pema gyenegyene umpoku ya se de wo nanso wo ba wonte de no da ho sei kagya ne wo hwo wia no abusa wa wi ana woyɛ ɔba a wote sa pɛ wɔtwea heba pada ni bi na wonya wɔtwea heba pada ni bi a numbers ne egu screens no so na wɔfrɛ yɛn wo omfa nsuo hie na bɛnom yɛ wo key bi a yɛde ka ho ɔba no tie ne ye na wɔnom na bosome so a wo so watumi akɔ wo maayum fibroid afei na ahyɛ ase a develop aduro no ɛyɛ wɔtwea heba pada frɛ yɛn ne nkyerɛ wo kwan a wobɛfa so a wobɛnom wɔtwea heba pada no ama me ene doctor ewa ha the man with the keys said the bia offer eka kire no me se be ma de oba bia kuta 7 gate bi ma no oba no enka agye wo mpam na se oba no betima ka agye wo mpam dia na aduro no ye otwea heba pada unya bia frɛ me o se me pa 20 minutes 30 minutes 1 hour offer na me mfa key no enka wo mo ho gi your numbers ni sesi a abra ebre no aye bre no numbers no aye 0591 56 55 57 0591 56 55 57 0550 63 90 37 ye chat one ye 0551 22 82 81 ejufuo ni nyina enkɔ wene feba ɛwɔ ejuso court na no nya biato brahima wa adum museum ɛda no wo se brahima do twa rubber stamp original one no obenya wɔtwea heba pa de no bi
Alex beda was beda eye Dr. Ajay so ase wɔtwea heba powder numbers a omo ede egu form di nyina no na wa friend numbers the wa we so wɔtwea heba powder de eja no ehyewa wa ena obeba enti Alex de Dr. Ajay edini ya bedekeke Dr. Ajay madam wase ya to adwumadie no so lawyer Evans Osei Bonsu is in the house this beautiful Thursday afternoon together with lawyer Nana Bonsu chirechie omo ena yani omo esinkoya ene ewie na nsemu bia yebewura mu eye Office of the Special Prosecutor, and as the Special Prosecutor, and a Attorney General, chair, omo chini time, and who enkomo yebedia who enkomo and ne area. Na ay Ghana. Edu baby say for be yesterday. Nana kwame, Mr. Dog lawyers tina said no but who say photo be air trend and as a picture be trend metro bus transit buses now we say na so work for 100 abano bus ni APU bus kura yenya fancy kwan so no na ye pia bus no na Ghana for akota ba bi na obu etwa eye bus the picture bus kura say final say transport minister obey aka ho asema na oyiwa na da ho no metro bus transit bus foforo there okwabrane boys pia bus na manfo bisasa na bus ebeyeye ni enti ebeyeye ni metro bus transit say akofa 100 buses a eba beboa ye wo ba mu bus ensi road kura yese bus yi na enkofo epia na no so trend wo social media sa well, just by the way, that me share hey, lawyer Evans Osei Bonsu. Me ba kwaba.
No, me joso. Man keke.
Now what to say?
Na me adom ya tenkwam ne wa hoden de. Na Dr. Mahama enso kyerɛkyerɛ ya pomodin. Say unim say His Excellency John Dramani Ma, they say the Dr. Mahama.
Free primary
LGBT plus now man for doctor now man they say the free primary health care no onwa than medical doctors they say no I said they know see boy adwuma Dr. Muhammad chere was in the anajo bi at 7 o'clock me ni but the refuse say was say 24-hour economy ebi no nya indomie 24-hour economy after the doctor say ma obi e indomie anwumre mo obi e ni di anajo because ebasa will health implications. Enti enra Dr. Mahama me bona baso nenso me bona baso no na me san ka say na 24-hour economy no de buy no say yensa indomie ne ma me yensa ni no na o indomie ra na kwaye indomie na nadwo na hwan na ekoto saa 24 na kosua na wɔkye abom no na waneto na papa na wakɔyɛ adwuma na ade asa no na ɔba bɛdidi anwummerɛ no 24 hour na ɔbɛda adidie nti no na na tiefo me de bɔ mo na
ɔmo contradict ɔmo ho sa yo be ba kwa ba de besa ba nkyɛn na yɛwura nsɛm no emu lawyer Nana Bonsu Chiritwie meboa yo the two Bonsus lawyer ma kwa ba bio na hwe
da bi me honye
adai bi ho achew
yegi no kre me ba wontumi anso
ache papa
wontumi so de enke dani mi fi kra yegi izo ye padwuma ye ye ko 24 hours secretary to mo akoma pon
that's it the obey na me show bu video si na wadia bra na wujina car kwan ho na kyesa wo kyerɛ eniema NPP ebeye no ebie na honorable street bay
atonsu
stretch no yes
atonsu stretch
yes and I believe so ya na Ghana for before elections and somebody be why ka obosuomu enti but I think say so what true challenge now there's some of the things we ought to be doing.
Yes,
what true challenge now we talk issues the bachelor the say
evidence.
Yes,
oh say I is a wako court no we pleadings na a facts what the facts need to we are no wa be check court inyina so nti a okeka ansem what you say nti esi ya no video evidence e che ene bia ya yegina che se yewu ananado danko akufuado ene Dr. Mahmoud Baumia eye bibi wa asante mem ene ye de che Ghana fo ye pese Ghana fo ti ase se regional minister nsema obegina abonten kai se NPP ATS ya nyehwe wa Ashanti region enye no kre as a regional minister ono na ye president si anam ewo Asante mantemu a nti nensem bi won mo kan wo so onya abutira na so wo dwene ho yie ansa na obi na no aka to say the entire 8 years of the NPP ya nye bibia wa Ashanti region there anoden
na ya na me ya adwuma pa no afato mo so no na ya na be ko say bi say na NPP that time no man mo ho da room say ya mo ho da room say district diaries WONTUMI TV yeah district diaries are for months
almost every region
yes DCs MMDCs remember that's how time before but mo hwe abufuo to biampe etie kra ene ye mo ye
baby aba baby na we nyina ho na man kan ho asem
ya kan mo mantie
ya kan nyina na Ghana for nenti
wanti
ya kan nyina WONTUMI TV and other sister stations in other regions did marvelously well with evidence pictorial and video evidence and of course one go for TV so na de na akwakoye ni say o say amamu no me kwan bi so no be Ghana for ase if you say ubu man na ahokyere kakra ba e ba sa na okasa ayedin okasa nipa no ko ye ni say o ho atɔ e na okika sa ansem ne che nti ontie ba me gidi ye say this is the right time so say no send a conversation na kwakoye no and no man NDC can in opposition they are doing the opposite in power and yes yenya the opportunity because say Ghana for who say and some mo kan e dey as they mo ye bi enye sa na mo ye dey mo ka che now we have also gotten the opportunity to let Ghanaians know say abra ni e kire omo ne ya ye no mo tie atrosem enti say omo nhwe and no man ye dey ye ne sa atrosem na omo koso aka say anyehwe wa Ashanti region no e na esi di banke because as a regional minister keke dey hu kura no na nka foot soldier bi communicator bi nkwotina radio so no onye dey no nka regional minister Ashanti region a region like Ashanti region wo na Ashanti mantemu a wo hu nioma aban dada ne ye no eset ni bio ano ka say NPP aban anya hwede a that's what so che say o so che say today is the time ye ma na hu say ye bibi no so the all kasi ya anya hwe no ono so nkyere ne o maye
sa or the concert neighbor yenye mfa concert in Shiano ya the issues
party was telling you near SS4 and no plenty interchange na na enwanwa Ghana fo nya abutre ebufu be nko no mubofu MPP a interchange ye esi ho na mo kan painting wasem Ghana fo nya abutre no mo ya me asset your priorities wrongly ya ye interchange no esi ho enye bu kuma kama fefefe obi painting ho
say afi ni yenya regional minister
awo you need to be a crown 10 years and this year obi na me mesifie enyo wa o ze ayese wa wo ba no ahwe na ko school odu university no nya abo ebi ma ne to iPhone ma na de o ma me ne papa be ka bia wonti de be ta bia wonti oni se de o phone iPhone na man no eni ni nyame ebi ana Ghana fo ama NDC for say painting ti yenya regional minister you see Ashanti region no omo kan hu say ne hu ni say ye ma MPP dodo nti omo ma ye dodo no omo kan hu say nominal figures omo na ma NDC dodo nominal figures no in terms of percentage votes are NDC in terms of numbers 1 2 3 okay e wa Ashanti region omo nya bi water region omo nya bi other regions water Ashanti region for gina sa asem zu say emuzu nti no omo zu hiya ne ma pafi NDC wo ada NDC wo develop Ashanti region ye yakofa regional minister o maka che ne say development de ma ne nya bi onko so ane nkofo ni agro social media sa no ni modlu ni agro no nji chase kamomo eno so ane den no mo ndo NDC no mo nta NPP avuto bi enu e change kakra she ho politics no ye no a wada ni regional minister no ye na 50 cities and there is no abet na 50 people will get you a tiny data e dey no ye penyuma ye makotena se ba de ka je se mo 24-hour economy beba 24-hour economy ni ba 24-hour economy ni kwa pon secretariat no pon opon na o secretariat ni pon wa na o ka chenzo on ko tra bi nya adwuma anajo they say kwa de wo say ka che se nko bi indomie joint 10 indomie joint na be fechi iska asem mo ka no omo ye ni na e de be se ma santema nyina anya e ya wese enye ya so no muti eye no kwe Asantemantem ye hia dodo free NPP ba yen kan hunu se ye pe Asantemantem su kuro mu peta eno ne NPP NDC ntimi nya hwe ma Asanteman because omo no ye nyoma bi wono ma o e wo say very clear ni eti ase nyoma si wa Asantemantem mu ade papa bia wa Asantemantem bia e free NPP ye jitum ye to aba no dodo nti o se nkomo ma ye dodo mo ye ma papa dodo ma ye wa Asantemantem ye jitum that is what Asantis we need as Ashanti region ye here free NPP o but ma ye ma obi du graba sembi me kan che se NPP anya hwe wa Asantemantem ni akoya ye titifie se ye nto aba enne na obi anu ne hu enne ase kwa de duru bi mo ju se bia abato na nkofo anko aba nko spiritual ya ye duru ya wo duru sen ya wo duru sen so baby e duru ne ma me no mutijo mamusu baby e de dustbin sisi ojo mu nyina ewrasi mo se mensa di sisi ye nyina ne sampa di sisi ye nyina e yiri nyina fi wo no atonto ama nkofo mo muti wo mu dija e de na o mo yo man no and memo be na mo bu no na regional minister wa betina say ehefa wa mo no mo light dundun no mo na ye power na ye ka tell me say ya we just dun so na mo say enye ya mo na ye ni 2016 no ye say dun so na free se blame game no mo dia ba dun so no mo blame district officers adena ade no duma mo nkoye ne ntem na anopabe ka the regional chairman NDC or say na pro engineers and the shisha wala yes ade no na pro engineers ongo fan engineers mna regional chairman ongo fan engineers mna oh but emoya for the freight association for na keke mu port look at what is happening but oba ujina John Ramani mama jina campaigns no for Lexus duty yeah tax COVID and levy 1 ECOWAS and levy 2 then tax 3 no more kind no more bonsable srekan and they have the musu and you maybe one ma Ghana omunka hu say Ghana for ntia say amamwo enya gudi o amamwo ne mo bi ko school free amamwo ne mo bi jai school amamuo ene bo bi nye japade tena mu amamuo na me ebubu obi dan tuguye amamuo mfa amamuo ndi agro amamuo ene mo obi nyankwa amamuo na me obi nso nu maduro wuye because it's a decision of aban ene betimi aye wo life yi anase nyu aside say you the fewer percentage or more Nkansah through their own efforts no omo betumi aye bibi no decisions we no ma obo maybe ankoko school anka baby o duru no na kenye baby oni na me and so school fees inti it's simply because aban bi na be ka say school fees boy say ana aban bi so ba no say school fees no e free enti wo so kwanya be fa so a obenya yeden e dia ko school ni enti emma omo mayenfa amamuo enya grogana amamuo nye when you watch US vetting of ministers watch okay just obi see you crowd that you could clearly see omo ni agro yet wonom obi ko share miss okone ba school a oba bi ti wo champion LGBTQ no ashase LGBTQ yembane ana Ghana for ye ya ne koye kon ekoche iru na ladu dan Kwaku aduko na Ghana for to abete say ni pakro na video say the o kan o ye no opposition o mfa ho so wo ye because no ya ma party na baba enu mebi wo no ma e wo say Ghana for ye hwe ni hunu nipa ene oku ye to abla kwa na no jom o opposition document bia no o Ghana ha wa intercept document ben wa intercept and I intercepted this what me dada Ghana for the Ghana for nyina agene di agro akofa bi say ora na $21 billion bi shenkofo bi betum one city kwa monye one city kwa monye muduano mde ekotia $300 million $300 million gadi akofa pampers we go for $21 billion shenkofo bi $21 billion shenkofo ya di e agene say keke asem regional minister kind see yenye show asantiment one ye over 150 projects aye ba be ye ho adwuma kra eguo ye di ni nyina be him enka no mo ntia afi di o meti say mo bibi akomonia dai bibi first day na ebufuo o ka hwia enko obi aso ye kra do achiba firi o di asemi la me da was say na bonsu tretwe nene na wote ye no na it's all about issues the discuss no ha yanya consent enti enya agudie enti ebia ono onim the mandate or role as a regional minister ye be force no amwo hu say oman no yemfa medi agro the MPP ayeni he should do same or even more than the MPP. Ashanti region deserves better. You can severally 1 million coders. Monsha di omo de ebre a coin ye beya yes ya tier de so chese bibia no de yanim ebeye form. Washada be distracted agudie no the sa no there be ebe force no. Na odon so wa kire ye nie oba ye 2 years na ekoi. Odon so ba ye obeye e de abo Asantemantem. Say Facebook na TikTok no betina ontina hwa na onye the whole ECG boss baby ayedu kania na chirebe na omotra wo wo ya dai kania ye dem ma kopem say the obeso do mo so ye it was regional minister what was your role ya beka lawyer Evans Osebus me ma kwa be
yo mejo so keke machia etiefo no ahwefo nyina mi aka bebre na do ka nyina so wo the regional minister no hwe na ayese TikTok no e honko na odi agoro in terms of my agenda ne say omo be try na youth ni nyina omo capture omo
ba no said ye dum kania na ebufu hye
ni so na ye dum kire say o machine sisi so ani nyina be say machine so enya Canada de na de buy o ni nyina China de ya
video say wakwaji loan akubie costo e kan yezu na o kan
na depend your brother what church what's the problem you don't have WONTUMI solve la
yeah
na ya be call the way
yanko OSP
yanko
OSP nse ora kisi ajabin na bia makase na ye kenkan ni book mi ni ade onim mo hwe o kan kisi ajabin the criminal law books are when the budget no abeng and the office in the buyer no afi na man for na work is eja abini and now say office no so opposition bebre wom enipa de bebre politicians no so mpe office no work is eja abin so je ne hu menu asa wo hono ma ba bi eni kwa so okone honko an na nisi o hwe de duru ba bi no de ye MPP fo a we no mususu suro se wa bai obesan so abebo musu jem enti kwan bia wo se ya fa so na sa office ni so free ho no onimi se omo so be fa kwan bia so na free ho na enye emfiri ho kra because de em wanwane se obohu se owura unza OSP case na ba kon wo Supreme Court.
Yes. Is say do the other.
There be nye say do the no
Adamte.
Yeah. We me mate. No Adamte me mate. Unza why adwuma wa owura Slim Sai office pen. Why adwuma ho as a lawyer pen. Into ono kwesi wo Supreme Court no kra na ope constitutional interpretation said the bachelor mrani mu no. Oko hono ano owura se obi a wasi waban. Owura Slim Sai so file in statement of case wa ko support owura no wa de oka no. Na just office na no mo pese omugu no eho. Ndu da me fa Supreme Court na nka atene general de yesiu ni yesiu OSP ne ka ho a anka wo mo file opposition na kire senka wo no ne omatwe nipa na wakosiu na atwe we de wako support owura nowa na owura nowa no nso oye lawyer wasa ya adwuma office open ba me kan se the mere fact that wa ya adwuma o ntin na kire se no ntina ono omo na ekobobum on there we citizen of Ghana ana wa ivoku article 21 and article 130 and what the court Supreme Court for further interpretation of the law into what the kwa won ka tene general so be challenge no wo wa support no let us say OSP no office na Nkansah no mo pay ye free ho eno ya de ba ko na de to sumienu we the high court asem owura Isa Muhammad o say Isa Sedu woni nkrofo bi na OSP no edom akogina court e wo high court criminal jurisdiction e wo Accra high court and yedi wo masem an no mo be challenge say OSP we no kra no oni tumi bia say ono de ba court wa no no office no kra no eni kwan say etena ho ana high court judge ne say media me pass mo efa constitutional what interpretation wuntime nkoso megina wa because say assemble that on constitutional interpretation na eba high court I say we stay na the Supreme Court na Supreme Court nkwa na wo sa 2 minutes say obechirechire by virtue of article 130 no of the 1982 constitution of the Republic of Ghana ana high court ne say media me nkoso nti media me stay na matomebo omo free wa na owura sedu no esa ko file wa another high court ebiem esa OSP no kra no uni tumi esa wo de ba court 2 wo kra office na kra nkani kwa set na ho high court ne di decision by ya no say OSP no ne court no ni tumi na wo no say tumi no oni kwan se ono Nkansah prosecute ba na mom o kwan se o investigate no arrest ba say o do ba be gina court there o hia tumi ni free attorney general ho and it's true because okay article 88 of the 1992 constitution of the Republic of Ghana actually mu say sa prosecutorial power no eye attorney general nko an de ama no okay hono ma na attorney general no okay clause 2 na otimi delegate power ni bi de ma obi enti ohwe a the powers no ebi obe delegate bi no de abre OSP enti OSP no be kwa prosecute case bi a wo court a uhia tumi no efri attorney general enti oso de command normal kwan ansa na wo de akokot enti ko ba sa high court ne say ene uni ho kwan se wo mu a wo de o ma begina court nyina no wafom ntini kwan se o de o ma begina court e ho na owura kisi aja benso no so nti ase enti ono so be ko Supreme Court na high court ni ntimi nkasa ankyere no na
it's not just way no high court no the cases ni nyina no chese say no case ni nyina no
case being prosecuted nyina cases be our prosecute be ano oni ho kwan so o prosecute no de ko e ho no so on ten ho ase saka me ni owura kisi aja be wo se mra no fa ba me ne na nka me wi a me kwatena office woni magusu adi misika se me office na Nkansah de enyi mfiri ho so the judgment has not eliminated the office itself beboa ba o prosecutorial power now so won ana judge no ebe ye free ho say o de uni say to me no but indeed wo hwe wo read OSP ne act na wo de ye nunuma na say act 959 na eno no be say section 4 section 4(2) of OSP Act, no, there can say subject to clause 4 of Article 88 of the Constitution, the office shall, for the purpose of this act, be authorized by the Attorney General to initiate and conduct the prosecution of corruption and corruption-related what offenses or cases. That means that pursuant to section 4(2) of the OSP Act 959, no, naturally say yes, ansana oni to mean say on one kasa prosecute na sa prosecutorial power no ya de ama Attorney General nti uwie wo ne ma hwehwe mu anada koma Attorney General no ono wa ma kwan say fa nipa no ko gina court nti naturally say ansana wo de akọ but ntimi fiti prakope na mfo mu ko gina court enti but the court no betimi aka as a high court ne say wo betimi aka say OSP no we exceeding the limit ne power no what you say enti say nkomo de koda ne court no no mo kan say ebia OSP ne were exceeding the powers ese oni to mean so de ebegina court enti wafa power na broso enti high court ni issue seshorara na mu issue seshorara to quash the OSP ne de yan ana say mo pesa mo prohibit no wo obi a oba be prosecute prohibito o pesa prohibit ne dia eno de court ne kasa me ne court ne betima ya adwene na nyese bia ne powers a ebia wa exceed ne mo be ka kire ne say ebia na ade bia wo ye bia da obe prosecute nipa bia na bibia tesa bia no ni nyina ontimi nya e bia na chima bi wo ho efiri se ikubi se nipa wo prosecute wo ko na obi wo ho a waje tumi na firi Attorney General ho no do omoko because nipa don bebre na do omoko court what you say e ho na me wo problem and the final interpretation rests on the Supreme Court because Supreme Court ne betimi de by virtue of Article 130 no ka kire mrenu aka say so what said to me no and now said to me no but okay say we exceeding the limit there me no be adwene high court no wa power to say OSP no exceeding the limit but the high court does not have the power to declare an act of parliament or to declare an office established by parliament as unconstitutional. High court need to mean sir so betime declare an office no as unconstitutional na say act of parliament be an part of act of parliament be say unconstitutional. High court needs say to me no it is only the Supreme Court of Ghana that can declare an act of parliament and now say any provision be say unconstitutional by virtue of Article 130.
And so want to say the other high courts no is I don't know say I know your general high court 10
yes
and on the person court or based any back no yadwe.
Yes, it borders on the and a high court no obia den ho so high court no any to me say or rely on the other high court answer no the decision ba because high court ni nyina omu nyina ho ode ye pe omu nyina jurisdiction no mo ye pe so one high court cannot say I have declared jurisdiction on this particular matter because it borders on interpretation and for that matter all high court way so also tie the American because
I'm not a lawyer though yeah, but the first one on there criminal division of
the high court but it borders on interpretation and Jabas and high court ni stay and or there come as a young child obi kura the assembly Supreme Court dada no adamte so let's wait for the outcome of the Supreme Court decision and sana hono and Chiremuna because it borders on interpretation and no masako different high court because when you say the decision of one high court does not bind another high court. And you know another high court no so akwaje. But I don't know the release. I know I'm here to read it. I don't know the release they were seeking for. And yema no mo free high court no. Se yema no mo hwehwe no. Ebi ni said no mo be declare act of parliament and now say o maka say OSP no office intimi ntena ho de a. Eno the high court need to be say obeka sa. Minimum adia high court betimi aka ne say wa boro ne limiter e wo so ode koso. And so bro mo kono ebia no mo ko issue seshorara to quash the OSP no edeye anase prohibition prohibito ese bia high court no yem prohibiti no say oba yem prohibiti OSP no say opese o try yen e wo court bi but high court no ensi ne ho kwan say oni say to me no say ebia ode ye begina court efi say oni say to me no enti prohibition enti bia o yem prohibiti no e wa ade bi opese wo ye ho sa mom na me ho no nemom say high court betimi aka say any provision and say act of parliament bi and say constitutional provision bi unconstitutional there Supreme Court
but I understand so judge no so based in you say section 88
absolutely
okay
yes section 88 no ama prosecutorial power na dey ama only Attorney General section 88 of the
Constitution.
Yes, article 88 of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. It has given prosecutorial power to the Attorney General. And the Attorney General no ono ne betimi initiate proceedings bi court and yes on behalf of the state. And to one bit more prosecute and on one so the lawyer for the state and answer for the government. But the point is that say or delegate already clause 2 now of the article 88 now or delegating the powers ni bi at the ma ebinom institutions bi ni ade anybodies bi moment me the year adwuma bi ni police form prosecute or the powers ni bi amomo sa power na bi do betimi di ama OSP pursuant to OSP Act no Act 959 no section 4 of OSP Act no section 42 no and also ama OSP ni say obetimi aye ne fifie mu no wi a e wo say ogi to me free Attorney General ho ansa na watimi akọ court enti eno no say judge ne kan say ho de me ne judge ne ya adwene enti e bia judge no can say wa exceed the limit the limit I was so de ya adwuma no wa boro so therefore be assurary lies e say yen kwase de why bia because what my power is na boro so a you've arrogated to yourself the power wa oman ne mra ma kwan eno de high court no ya right say obetimi akasa de a kire no okay eno e ba sa mimi ntu OSP for say no onko appeal because in fact a lawyer ni onim de ope mimi ntu no for ntena say onko appeal however ope further interpretation of the law appeal lies obetuma akwa appeal was Supreme Court for nchechiremu but senkokoba say sa office no mo person mo scrap no office ne tena wa enye ye dia office ne ye the act of parliament and the office ne buy and na office na Nkansah so na define the powers ne edema no therefore a high court cannot declare an act of parliament as what unconstitutional and the high court cannot also declare any constitutional provision as a unconstitutional and so same as what null and void. That power has been given to the Supreme Court by virtue of what Article 130 of the 1993 Constitution of the
Mate beko na nachwe so no ebi akwekwa na baby sansa na mako enti from the layman's point of view say omo aye ni say no benano no ya omo pacha say OSP no ni adwuma bia ye biwana and that's the time we are no what does it mean me say
enti akobasa OSP no so betima ya adwuma agesa wakwaji tumi na free owura asrem sai mo ho Attorney General mo enti say kobasa OSP no NDC ni bi ye bone na say OSP ne ka say wa ye bone enti me ba baji tumi ho ha waje no de to no office wo no man mu waya no an OSP na ye powerless ontimi nya ke on de ade ni sikro no because so ma ban na wo so enti say OSP no ya dwuna no a ebema wontimi nya de enti wo de mra na adwuna no enti wo dwuna no a OSP ni tumi biem say me ba baji tumi na free wo me ma wo kwan a na che say wontimi nko na che say na office na ye redundant enti basa sika mum na allowance ni na katua na obeje no ada ne lankrisem na so office wodin na che say wa ye two flex dog another ayiso asai ba ne ye hunu say kobasa so a OSP is a corporate body, and for that matter, that corporate body can be sued and yes, it can be sued and it can also sue. It can sue and it can also be sued. And that corporate body no, a kobasa na nipa na atry omo court nyina no a ebi kura ho no ma omo asem lugusu court aye jojo omo OSP na jojo omo na omo so legal right say omo so betime hu omo lawyer for no omo so akosue the state. It a basa judgment debt. A basa na so musu kodi nkunim wa o man ne bebo ka na mimi no mienu taxpayers money and e de atua so yeah
say OSP no you maliciously prosecuted those people because who him say who need to me to be what try na ma court na dina asem awie no can sue you for malicious prosecution. What you say
okay until na church me ba won chain no but who okay be ayo kono na be share because me who say Professor by Kwaku or no na join or feel say and you say you amend or say constitution must be amended to make room for another prosecutorial body because Attorney General prosecutorial body cannot coexist with that of another institution or no na join no but some no ya case na twema dwesi be A+ accuse Attorney General say empo will be a sponsor do dey who call them who say OSP take his abata no apit na koye bibi as the Attorney General attorney general bi wa asem ba OSP so twi ne dipa ewo buo so eti na ho no e de ba de obeka che ba
senti member before mema senior aba no memfa we county won say wo sha article 88 na amma attorney general ne power. That is why people were saying say can decouple attorney general's office from the Ministry of Justice. And the Minister of Justice no ebi anka memfa say amend the constitutional provision no na Minister of Justice no memfa na say bi kura parliament body bi na ekoyi ne ba na nko nko ye prosecution e de ma state na anka be ma na be ye neutral kakra na ebi a enya na 100% ga ko ba say bibi ni aso ye NDC o ye MPP on fa ho no a prosecute we the attorney general na Nkansah na ye de power ni nyina de ama no na OSP ni kura so be na adwuma je so kwagine to me free no. And to do it things say excuse me to say Dr. Sremsai so this car na say yasan de akọ na office say ye beji to me near their investigating Dr. Sremsai be ma kwan say ye me prosecute nana ayi ni eje ya Dr. ayi ni eje ya no de ato na office no atana so enya de be nti say o mama papa na ye powerless sa na de na akoye me ma mi ni
lawyer
eje asemi o mo mi enfa ni say Ghana emre o Ghana nyina e5 eyennum emra ye hye nyina okika ni nyina boma ehye dua maako ennum ase the big kind the constitution which is the 1992 constitution the etosumienu o kind constitution krona the article 106 107 there from no emma parliament WONTUMI say wonye dey on shemra constitution no that is an act of parliament. Constitution the ma parliament WONTUMI so on shemra nye parliament na ko fa 2 mini ma no the country parliament na shemra o Ghana ha eno no ena constitution na mu no asama parliament ho kwan se otimi ma enkufu ko bi tumi mom so yemra wama constitution na Nkansah ma bodies bi so o mu oni mu ebi te electoral commission ho kwan so ho so tumi yemra what I say and constitution krona so which a year article 63 64 60 creation of the EC na or quite saying the EC be elections or shemra at the core parliament in the G2 CI the be conduct elections and our article 20 of the constitution so we call something compulsory acquisition on my home quite my executive need to meet shemra into you be an executive instrument, constitutional instrument and legislative instrument. The legislative instrument ni bodies a parliament ama mo ho kwan so mo nyede o mo nhemra what I say nti sa amra ni nyina no kan nyina bo me fe delegated legislation say obi owo tumi ama wo apone kakra ama wo say fire den fa this out tumi ni bi what I say ene ye wo common law ni ye mra eye abroche ingesi abroche mamu mra decisions a court akika e ho nsem ene yamamre ne yamane what I say ani we existing law ni emra ne o dada ansa na ye constitution we ni ada emra eba na mum sa amra no entia ye constitution no what I say sa amra ni nyina ye enene mra numa ye use wo Ghana na de etie ni the rationale behind the creation of the office of the special prosecution no eye emre bia ne ye wa adwene bi say ye create bibi e fe the ombudsman and I say shraj but the ma shraj enya ahoto no say shraj ne she constitution which is article 216 a part of it this washa who say shraj apart from omo mandate or constitution ni ade no they don't prosecute in the court but when you go to their offices omo channels omo dey e kan omo nsem what I say because article 88 no of the constitution ni man sa akonya no attorney general ni man sa akonya. Now I have always maintained since Abra Parliament passed the OSP Act said the act is a toothless bulldog. My maintenance because subject to the provisions of the constitution which is article 88 the moment I be kind of Abra Funanka no say office ni nyina dia question attorney general in terms of prosecution in terms of arrest and even in terms of what investigations office ni nyina attorney general
and still na on condemn
ho da na de na man ye adwuma juri na MPP era ne say o crepo na Ghana for be kasa because o na o create no so the AG at that time was lenient with the works of the OSP. OSP need me from one set me paid that. Me paid that because I still say waste of resources and channels know some level of red tapeism here and there. If you have any that will be any soon.
But lawyer, the uncle lecture Matthias, the lecture say acquires an anado no ye against corruption nuntino. Oko yes law no yes Attorney General no be bias there be one more crepono.
Sanity. The same thing applies to LGBT. LGBTQ ban me catch presenters we say sadi we nya adwuma. Because to me LGBTQ is already a crime. A crime dada. It is a refuse to be here and I say oh pay bibia sa be ka ho. There are cases and there are sections of the criminal act. Over to me, I'm here at the court. I'm here this be shame as part of it in terms of interpretation. Because section 104 your natural carnal knowledge of the Criminal and Other Offences Act 1960. And the definition of a natural carnal knowledge in Richard Benson versus the Republic, HSA, it is the only form of penetration the penile penetration of the vagina. That is the only form. And apart from that, be unnatural. And the dintina be before you who are yentimi son court. And Kasa de and pay because of this ABC didn't unnatural. Then say rabbit and I say a shame now. Yeah, but I say a shame now. And you see, people are just targeting it everybody. Because you was saying one man, so will be a coach, will be advocate. People would have challenged the bill, the law. You see, but because of propaganda and politics, and there was the fuss about it, say Ghana for Christo for Tomu for Pesa Anio Manone, and Tina Mana is what you say? No, me say me yes, I explanation which you do because the 2 years chosen continue reducing me Nkansah Asimuya. And go for my chairman Momedi. What you say? But we have to learn. What's your there? OSP office no, JJ. Office no, Yinkum. Who's he? Me know a case no do Supreme Court. No. Aside the fact say ABI won you maybe or one, you say or yeah Juma or Justice same side office near them. The existence of the OSP no. See a timid corruption there. We have to tackle Article 88 and not a creation of an act of parliament, a different office. Yes, let's tackle Article 88. Now, same here, you timid complaint, Kwashraj, Emma Shah, shame. We are not quite we can create a bit me and the body be a shape constitution, a bit me and prosecutorial powers just like the Attorney General. Because we can have two bodies concurrently prosecuting. So, mimi in any case, na me choose say, me de beko Attorney General and I say me de beko. What is it? Enti, o de asem Kwaku police station.
Then only emfa confusion be emfa
confusion in ba. The point is appointment of those offices no. Ene ebeboaye ebetimi ebegina so ye.
But ebi from a layman's point of view, maybe to say a year high court here, first one no coy or they call another high court ways so about different. Say be a way call Attorney General how we call confusion wouldn't it arise?
No, the point is, say me, if say obi we are before, me dey call OSP or our constitution even on kind of prosecute. Obi minya IST obi we are before no so dey call Attorney General. Parties ni we prosecute here they call high courts. Right, when it comes to criminal matters, a presentation no, and a bit chest high court ni based on reti assume and assume. The fact say we are from high court to a jam, high court to we are 2 minutes say, it was a yeja winti bejao. What did they make us say? Because court no, one thing that Mkofo is go 40 as you say, court as in Libya, it's not about truth, it's about facts and law. What I say, who bet me I can crepa, but not see application of the law. Lemwa. Me pese me can be but let me bring in Senegal and go for better. yen should be say lumba case Akusia Sewa no do Akusia Sewa say ono oye yere ordinance marriage. Okay, again in case oye yere a won kwan na ware under ordinance. Okay, me marriage certificate ni. Marriage certificate ni foreign document ni wo kwan ya faso a tender a foreign document in court. This a man fast ha kwan ni so a court ni nje document ni nye den. Entum enti emma me ma se ma make se me nkwa na me ye yere no. Endimu. But na certificate ni me kura. Ase na wo kan ye no kura but em na me anya antum. De me kan what ase. Eno na wo se ye hunu se. Enye asem bia wo kan no obedina court say me afun nzo wi afun ade na ejawe ni enye sa na tie regardless of the court the decision dey ba and a high court no one high court decision is not binding on another high court decision. It is only persuasive. What you say obetimi akọ court judge we ka say cost be my 10,000 one high court another high court be ka say the same issue another high court be the cost be my 500,000. What you say? So who feels 10,000 in Samoa? You can appeal. What did the make say? Hey, enti ye court kono. E was ye timima man for niti as say. And yet the whole visa otisi a wo ka say no kre no. Na uduru one man na. There are so many technicalities. Enti the office of the OSP no. We can only have an effective office to curb corruption in that mindset now. I just say ye tackle article 88. Senior ye senior Professor Michael Kuye can ye tackle article 88 to give another body prosecutorial power because Parliament in its wisdom no and ye be anything no can say subject to when you say prosecutorial powers no age anything was subject to. So you know, try to prosecute here. No, be challenging here because there were several cases. Mensima versus Attorney General, an act of Parliament was challenged as against a provision of the Constitution. What you say? And a Supreme Court ruling say act of Parliament, you know, infringing on the constitutional right of the plaintiff, you know, the plaintiff appellant at that time, you know, act of Parliament does not exist. But now Parliament will go through all the processes. And so Constitution and Article 21(1) clause E and F. It came. What is the mechanism? Inti senka Parliament ni share ni mrani satra nanka Constitution ni made. It became. And the Parliament is subject to. To can't subject to none of such a tree. The whole none is a tree on Saturday. A good Untimi nye adwuma bia gi sa Attorney General na aka cho say asomesi anaso maintain to me media ma oni kone koye even with the police prosecution where offenses go on ma when you advice from Attorney General untimi nko some offenses they can't try it. What you say offenses go on ma the police prosecution to mean try don't we go on Attorney General and call for docket me enti it's a what's it meeting we be as enti always been tie keke. So one set and I'm pay.
But the other lawyer Evans, maybe South Wajin or appeal. What do you make of it?
Say appeal no, appeal no. Be to me ako appeals ni be on my you go for leave. Appeals ni be on my ass of right. What you say? Obe to me ako obedience ni kwan. But the point is, say High Court ni say OSP no. Only to me so the prosecutor just when you 2 minutes for Attorney General there. I don't think the appeal is necessary. But the High Court and they say OSP office no. It was any can say tinase, any can say oh cry. High Court needs say to me no, so can say. Okay. High Court needs say to me no. And there are several cases to that effect. What I say, High Court in the mean say an act of Parliament be new any who can say tenacity. It is only the Supreme Court that can do that because say OSP office no can say tenacity no. That's why I have to mind to Article 88, which it means that pitch an act of Parliament against a constitutional provision. Tihonu tumina eden si embahokra. What I say, embahokra inti high court ni ntimi nka say OSP office no yentu nchene yenchem but the way me can say e be OSP utumi a wode nkofo begina court say o sama o mo ami adi o masem e wo say attorney general ne ma wo sa akwan no na unkoje sa akwan ne dia kone koje ansa na wetumi aye den wetumi aba wati ase enti sa na tie ade bia sometimes ana me dwene ho a there are some petty legal matters bia me feel say ni kwaze nka bia na tina make sometimes some of these things are political kame me nyima de kro pentia yewura kisi ajaben ni pedigree e ka me de minti minka so wa ben e ka so bia ben
na kisi ajaben atini dia kisi
okay so bia ben yes ni books na the actual exams what you say
and then over there mrabi ever really
and sometimes ana no mebu on ma me kai say emrebi senior is ankoma ede pa kwesi indium matter be ye disqualified no ede court and court he was dismissed on technical grounds so one follow certain civil procedure rule me was or civil procedure it sometimes no ayana to
the civil procedure but I don't hear the real
yes
no one has a premium of knowledge.
What you say? It sometimes no, regardless of obiya or benya, consultation is very important. But me sometimes here the boy ko cases be to me choose no afraid judge be. To be fair judge no achichi ni mu or knowledge be or be ma. Judge ko na ko be or ma knowledge no. One way assembly sa ko to ni ko na ji meet me is aside. What you say? That is the law. None of the flexibility of the law and sanity. Because if you have time now, wouldn't make a son. Sana na agony again. But okotena since he may also have what a second thought.
Wow. Very interesting.
Before so even before you file a case and go to court, no, Kiki. One way or not, baby, I would have sent a crab or ask them not to. What you say? Maybe I just send go crab or ask them not to. Inti OSP. One guy who say I didn't know to no. Me enye me wan because ya hye adwuma na to ni so omu be gu office na no.
Ai.
Office ni omu gu na me office ni de omu gu ni zo ampe. Because you say you pese e ke be corruption o man yimu a. OSP din go fo ko gina court during NPPF. Attorney General by why clearing agent.
Yeah.
And we put in no le prosecute. They make an what I say.
Oh, Mate.
Yam pet an amendment to Article 88 to put in a constitutionally mandated body for prosecutorial authorities. Near my parliament, say parliament, parliament in Nano should be a new quite so on subject to new quite because parliament in Nkansah to me so on Shemran. Nemran and you only church him. What is it? You only church him.
But quite interested. But me who's Sami Dako no OSP or office one I think it speaks for the PR or whatever. Who's Joseph Penka? I'm just reading it out to the public. And I mean, say more comments here. But see, Joseph Penka, a former deputy attorney general, has represented some of the accused persons in the Northern Development Authority case from the outset, through to the dismissal of their submission of no case at both the High Court and the Court of Appeal. Judgment is expected next week. Now, see, at no point during the trial did he challenge the prosecutorial authority of the Office of the Special Prosecutor. Mr. Penka is also counsel in the Mustafa Hamid case, where proceedings have not been favorable to the defense, notably as a lawyer and a former member of the administration that enacted the OSP law. He has not raised any objection to the OSP's prosecutorial powers in that matter either. It is therefore striking that he now appears to question those powers, thinking it will help set his clients free from the shackles of the OSP. Laughing out loud. Principles, not the any comments on this?
Good.
So we are the lawyer about
this particular statement. Listen. Now, all say Obia niwa obeko court. Na police air prosecuting. Obeshe say prosecution na police ni yen. Police in OG to me free. Attorney General. Outset on your shares are outset on yet. What did they make? Can I say? But now, there is a suit challenging the office of the special prosecutor with Supreme Court. And I make now the door has been opened by the same NDC people. Timer. Yes, ever start your challenge. Timer. Yes, timer. A friend is saying, issue. Can you for why you say I told some of my people there, these people are contributing to the freeness of Kenufuriata. But Omantimasi. I didn't know now, because for someone to be extradited, what's the country no Nipan one? What's what Jitum or court Jitum say? You are not witch hunting the person politically. But I didn't know any the commentaries surrounding it, Let's just say, as a Nipan, you want to come for crying. You didn't do Ghana. Why are you in Assam? Can you forget it? So these are some of the information that inform me. What I say now, you see, Kenufuriata is virtually free. So this is the same thing that they are doing. It is also said, Joseph Senior Kenka and Kanwasema. Now, Omwanka Sanko will be the floodgate. To Rebecca. Oh, Chamu had their command in why free waha. They make an idea say. So now about a police prosecutor and Abidjan now could wear a baby easy. And then 2 million the amount said by prosecutors asking you go and bring it. Hey. Now in criminal matters, you see, in criminal matters, there are certain things lawyers normally don't ask for. Especially when it comes to even logins of the case. Log books no more logo near the say you can see one log requires it can inure to the benefit of the accused person.
Mate lawyer Nana Bonsu Chichi Bedase. The main Evans and lawyer Evans was able to and maybe a Chemesa bound you are now where the Yashe and press conference also from the side of the NPP and they acquire a fast chibi and say but yes a court now I don't know say me about now my says he say Nkansah as lawyers the day sooner because but means you
Kimisini Nkansah bebre afa we no hunti menka pi but mama mao comment about Joseph Penka there no you see lawyer bia na style is a capacity very fundamental, and if you lack capacity you cannot entertain a matter. Court na can timi versus ama baby. So capacity is very fundamental. Whether a court lacks capacity, and I say who nipa no kra wa back court no or lack capacity. I quite remember me ye KCB. The nipa no best man and no who say samaya or best man na. We need to me kra because busia penyin na was or samaya. Me try and busa and say WONTUMI be na wo abusu and tell the court ehwa was me nana ana me sinti mabusu apanyin din de sai ehwa na obo abusu apanyin din ana me say unim say asem ya wo de ba na ya abusu apanyin na was osa na was on na menya adwene ehwa mawie no ho kra because all lack capacity so eti lawyer bia na star lawyer bi wo betwan ma asem na koso ansa na we raise the issue we say very fundamental and it goes to the root. When we say it is fundamental, it goes to the root. And the lawyer be why and found say Joseph Penka on the my law no but we try woman on challenge your capacity but we bet me ya be we asem na we bet me challenge your capacity na asem na ye die ni na awasan de akobo agu ana asem no kra ye die akowie no kra no afi de osit na wo asem na wo de back court na uni capacity and ye di bua ma won to asan ko twa de ye die ni na. So it depends upon the style, the mode that the lawyer will adapt. Lawyer bi obe entertain wasem no edru ba bi afina no appoint you hold wa hwe obi so right from onset ye be sha asem na say no wa challenge your capacity. So nipa na okasa na em say okasa as a layman na wan famra no antoton de okasa na
sabida ko no na kasa man go
the point is na make us so the na adwene to abete ne mind to the law there obomu say capacity can be raised at any time. What you say? The me try say whether or not the OSP has the capacity to prosecute those people now doma be gina na sa odoma ba court no whether say or capacity and now only capacity no na or say lawyer Joseph Pinker, former deputy attorney general, and challenge no watana ma ordinary Ghanaian and aba challenge and I disagree into completely with Saad Impana or Kasama OSP on the basis say capacity can be raised at any time. It is a me say OSP no only capacity say what de sa MPP phone call for you crack jina court a ebi wa meet ma send you crack so eya be wie na ansa na raise issue on capacity na me de abo asem na gu. It is the mere fact that Attorney General and reason in terminal does not necessarily mean say Attorney General no ontimi enye you bet me credit assembly we no challenge say at the time I go court no any capacity say the assembly ba it judgment na waje ni nyina Supreme Court na say emontumu sambre no wa wasting my time mama say resources nyina de nipa na begina ho at the end of the day no akobo ma assembly nyina agu what I say the capacity can be raised at any time. And capacity is very fundamental, as was enshrined in the case of Timi versus Ama Baby. What I say? Inti capacity the way to raising at any time, but the minimum senior as I have been brain say, I was a baby articulate 18 na uhu because someone say ministers ne abide government no more omunyina was one. Obia per se or ye careful say special prosecutor near man power one free power ne bedru baby or the be hunting because the creation of that office no purposely no na ye for politicians apparently created that office no esa bandi be free so ana wo so a say ministers ni ntimi nya corrupt ni ntimi created that office no enti ababi otiso bi asuro sa office no eti kwa bi on befa so mbebu office no ye create ye nyina no enye suro na mani anye office no ho da on the basis say media na nka mepe Ministry of Justice no say be decouple from the Attorney General na the oye justice minister no oye na dwuma na Attorney General so dey o defend aban because of the question I say ono ani ni pe disika no aba be enter nolly prosecua ni eja no enti article 88 no wo problem a e wo say ye amend article 88 na aban bia ba say ma me nkyerɛ say the MPP NDC fo atimi eja o ministers nyina no sa na MPP so ba power ono so minister bia o ye MPP ni bia no ono so sana asem kra o court ono so be enter nolly prosecua but ono so be prosecute NDC for no edo ma court why busam say die ntia because untimi fa medime na me kuro dubu na wo de wukuro no entena ho what I say because mo na ma kire nolly prosecua to the point is until say ya amend article 88 no wo amend ne dia untimi mblemu obia and the point is special prosecutors act no na was say amend Joseph Pinker and the call ye no one raise issue on capacity a e bia no tetem mama try the nipa no court wa ne koduru ba bia after no be raise issue on capacity no they be boss asem na wu so the mere fact that when raise issue on capacity no does not necessarily mean say na oni mra no anase na we hunu mra no na mra no afa ne kon no asem no kon na wiye and the capacity can be raised at any time
but lawyer who floor men be the mayor lawyer CD I'm just enjoying myself for that who floor maybe some can be a better matters but MPP press conference about seeming a year harassment from a year abine on its members. Now, and then more idea say beer at the end you say what's more especially Baba Mando say we're supposed to be I say figures be LGBT colors the drum on croniba and no Maya with the Abia said, but we have for what really is the offense? Say, Abio be a cartoonist. No, so you the same thing. What would be the difference from Abio be a cartoonist today? Or be also posted yes, similar. Now, for Korea court, no, so they more colleagues, no, so any address and put judge now a woman. On one side, so they were visibly angry. But I want adventure time, no kakra intimation same free also.
No, medasi keke. On said medical can say your categories of offenses. So by your offenses now, your first degree felony, second degree felony, misdemeanors, And to Ben say you can't serious offenses now. Yeah, most often a follow under first degree felony. Bibi say you can't serious offenses. Justice S.A. Broby in his book or Bachelor will say serious offenses ni bine hijacking, piracy, Bibi say murder, treasonable offenses. So kutu abengu. All these offenses ni now here a follow under first degree felony. Now over second degree felony like defrauding by false pretense and also only one misdemeanors. Misdemeanor e bone nketenkete. Nti medical can say judge bi na o common law honum na wagidi mpa e friend law deni. Or can say said the law does not lean itself to something which is what trifles. Law no emfa no won twetwere niam nketenkete. Nti niam bi nketenkete a law na times ya no consider bebre. Eno na ya na e friend misdemeanors no. Nti misdemeanor e bone nketenkete. Ana ye wo Ghana ha ne pass right for information ne right to information bill ne ade say obi abetuma access any information bia enti emfa ne say information bi because say as president bi akọ na aeroplane mu ne ho na odware a me wo right say metimi say information no metimi yeden access enti your right says you test ade bi because we secretly ade bi happen o ba bia as a journalist as a citizen of Ghana who right to say information no o ya minim say president Akufo-Addo na be pass say law no say president Akufo right to say information bill
yeah
but yemra publishing false information out there. The first issue was so busa say whether the person now publishing information in by or verify the accuracy of the information. That is the first thing you need. The authenticity of the information. That will be the defense for the person. And only defense as which is any panwa obetimi dia ba say the lawyers betima ka say indeed nipa we are matching say what this information we beto ho na mo say wagu manimu ase no or verify information the accuracy of it ado hu say eye no kore asem we e koso wo ba bi enu nti na ode beto ho to the best of my knowledge as a citizen of Ghana, which is in tandem with the right to right for information bill na act na ye pass yen. And the lawyer no ye smart or the side defense in the bed ebeba. But the point I me person me making is a since against ye act no act 29 no section 208 of the act a classifies sentencing regime no to be a misdemeanor. Even 3 categories of offenses na make kind no in the absence of it say ni hokra na if you read section 265 of the Criminal Procedure Act, it defines the sentencing regime as bonene follow under first degree felony punishment to na famano a follow under second degree felony for punishment say a misdemeanor for assaulting we man it could be a fine, it could be a warning, it could be say if you cry obetimo condemn be 3 years the judge no pen obetimi the amount a discretion of the judge and within the sentencing regime a judge no ehunu no emrenum. But the point is yenhwe information or the to home and you're publishing false information. Your Criminal Act and Cyber Security Act, no? Section 67 of the Cyber Security Act. And also crack at a offense. But offense na can in any criminal code the offense be. A misdemeanor. Misdemeanor there you're boning ketenkete. In this no, the law does not lean itself towards too much because any serious offenses. So the point I'm making is say, what the judge will look at the offense first of all. The judge will also look at personalities as standing as sureties for the person. Because the most dominant factor for a court to consider when granting bail to accused person, I did be a court to be a weighty factor. A court to be and say whether or not the person will reappear to stand trial. Whether any panel I did not ban him no or beba na say or ma say me money bail or beba. That is what the court has to look at. Then the court will also look at offense in the crowd. They are beginning anymore. A friend say ben amode ball na mokra amode ne be ho the court ne san hwe ne kase. The court will also look at the personalities over standing as sureties amano, which was stated in the case of Martin Pebu number 2 versus Attorney General number 2 2015-2016 one Supreme Court Ghana law report at page 171. I say all offenses are bailable subject to the discretion of my lord in our home. Into offense be I'll bet me money bail. Just say my lord no mom and a betray. Say me money bail and me money bail. But we are judge, you have to be informed by one, the offense itself, your level against him, and presumption of innocence by virtue of Article 19. Actually, say all persons are any person be adna bejina emranenim be innocent until proven otherwise. And it's all the nipa na ba bejina nanimu a. Enipa no nya hunu bone na pa se odi for ana oni for. Ana offense na wasande na ba na ye misdemeanor. a offense a yene man ketenkete ana enye enipa bia mpo na ejina ho as lawyers ama no say owura afenyo marking ana ejina ho ama no member of parliament na ye lawyer enu achi no enye obi ana ejina ho ma Joseph Penkanom a wo ye former deputy attorney general. All these lawyers setting your country was a monko na meden medene beba ana wosan political figure bia memfa say whole political party ene gina ho mano a memfa so oyedibre wo MPP enti ye men asande authorities amana yebeja nipa amoma agina ho amano e de na inform o judge na o say emfa no remand 10 days and 2 weeks
obey interfere with investigation.
You see, if you look at the prosecution and prosecutorial powers now say, let me justice itself in the courtroom or in the courthouse. Justice itself, no, it is not done at the whims and the caprices of the Attorney General. The justice itself, but the justice itself must be done in line with the fundamental right of the accused person, in line with the rules of the game, in line with the constitutional provision, in line with what rule of law. Justice system no courthouse no emrano any nipa fundamental rights and was a washe then the whims and the caprices of the Attorney General and Attorney General no ahoto any onuni ye die enti na wohwe but you look at the fundamental right then you balance it with the state whether the state will be the sufferer or whether the accused person will be the sufferer in a situation where the accused person no ebeye the sufferer and it will go to the fundamental right of the accused person. You need not to trample upon the right of the accused person. And you can ask the accused person the fa hodieso. Police arrest will be ordinary to one man for more than 48 hours. You've not taken the person to court. The person is still in your custody. Any panel or custody. No gusua did not to central one man for bare 1 week. Why? Also why Bonnie say meanwhile you've not taken the person to the courthouse. As a court number trial. So the point I'm making is that Sago judge again what's one. I'm not blaming the judge, but the point is, judge and mention is when you're the Juma ye. We are judge now a political judge and you do better now say obey your politics. They are your politics, but another government will come no bet what effort and make sure as I judge no also be suffer. The point is that.
But so is so beside prosecutors no more here no.
If you have not been okay, investigation now. The mere fact that prosecution and investigation no. Should it am I deny obi bail na? That is the question you need to peruse. Whether or not it's a investigation. Yes. Because let me tell you, at the time you arrested the person, the person has a Miranda right. That right. Accrue the Miranda right. Okay. Or right say lawyer or right say opa on country. And it is not there. Nipa na watching no on the babema case na aye fefe fama. The accused person is not coming to make your case so flamboyant for you. You understand that? Presumption of innocence. The burden is on the state to prove beyond reasonable doubt. A state no one also akwakoche no whether offer circumstantial evidence pieces of information that will lead to irresistible conclusion na the babeta or no accused person no gina ono na ma me your case say yen fa no question mu ama na mere copy say we be investigation na. I'm saying that the justice system, no, it is not done at the whims and the caprices of that.
Justice Joseph Kufu, the day you know the binya border. But that's bra a yellow chiri and China being take on also the view on the air Koswa.
Maybe studio and Amirao. But you see, I know many aji because Bosomchi constituency. Ye ka say constituency office omo share pa deputy organizer honorable Capone atomin class omo share gidi
ye do mo gina say
na communicator ye very communication no ye very say
baba amando issue
no unim je me de ho ye the precedent that the court is setting. They hear me there one. You see, what do you be Kyeremanteng frivolously? Any issue. Say on I'm running show in some that. But omunka who say omo chere nkwan. E dey pan na baba man do ye ya na na do breso. Ya antibi. Menkasa will be the bonnie and chinas. But you see, even with reconciliation, go 4 times cry. At points when people felt say crime against humanity has been committed against almost family members. Yeah. A dear na young can fire and another down Kwaku for do. Baba Mandu, Asema Okai, Ibin Sita. I mean, they make and say, a bre, mre, and a mre, see Nkansah. A minority leader can be the boy from Kwaku, but he made a very nice statement. Okay, time
melts, baby melts, Nana.
Yes, melts. Yeah, but it melts with time.
Yes.
And another leg of it is that me a lawyer, a general legal counsel, and a mammy quine, mammy cry lines is I'm hearing me practice as a lawyer. Inti akonya senya so seminya akonya e wo se me protect the integrity of the judiciary. No mum, the integrity of the judiciary, the first person to protect it is the one who holds the power to adjudicate on an issue. No judge now, number 2, you are the first person to protect it. And this obey you may be a matememufo. I jimmy say, after quadi the asem kokota yinyat and teninia. I told you why. Wow, tia kunyamuno, temuafono. Se ube kansembi. Miami MP, eko obi. Where an AJ bafuwa. No commentaries, no, a do point, nanka wunya. Ube sumpo. Oh. And take him, Sadia is a tone no. So we lawyers in Rabbit, no, move 90% to be at home.
To say so, if I say so, about say, I saw a professional.
Yes. One way, somehow, Becano. I bet your line is a fool and bear 20 years. But indeed, I didn't judge no, a judge be bayano. Oh, do you know why on your day? Untiasi. Recently, you told me. Just say, everything now. Just say, I made you know why I'm in Tiasi.
We are somehow back up.
You put me in Sunday, don't be in a court. Bako, a quiet fast in the Bejina court. Man fast our quine so. With the Saba couldn't in a man fast our quine. Kaiba couldn't feel any day. Then come you know. Yes, what two rating in a mission, what watch me. What I say? Which, yes, you catch a wa, obey June one, I say, who catch a lady on her, obey June who saw, because but Abba. Well, may have the right to appeal. I have the right to also follow the procedure and come back again. What I say? But to the imagine say me Kwaku appeal and I say na say nipa no koya ade bia me mpese obeye mnimu ya se wakoya wi. What I say? Inti me MP jina na no kasa no. Honestly, I felt
to say
yeah. Because me say lawyers, only lawyers in Abidjan pay 90% kwesa. Obia face the pain. But you can't manage be because appeal system here.
But the fact that judge no that just say this one do the yet prosecutor do.
What you say? Man.
Western North sir, men can.
What you say? Adena go now or remind no the ma baba mandu. Me reading news now I'm say and baba mandu or call you are John Ramani mama or the second could see ni so ana. And I say omo pe baba mandu no omo de 3 months na hwehwe ni nyan. Omo de 3 months na hwehwe ni nyan na.
No cry na den ho koi.
And I say baba mandu ko court no. Oduru court no ka se bi ma ni judge na bufu ana. Me busa me questions am say but you see, ye more Matthias here. Kiki. Omo Ghana for baby omo de Ghana for agina question. Omo man na Ghana for to abada ne aba ma MPP ba power say Kim. na nyame ya adom na some of us ye regional executive wa Kyeremanteng wa oye ma no bobo ya Dr. Mahmood Bawumia di nkwanfa ho ni o juma di be duwe be ho owe be ho ye ma obi anka de ope ese wote Kyeremanteng amamwe mitimika to waka. They are showing us the way. I'm telling you, KK, this is me as some American, many brain American, and some of us say, "Nyami my area don't need to think to me bar." Mubati enka.
Dr. Mahmood Bawumia ka something quite be demonstration.
Wait. I'm not saying I'm going to. One way ye and you may ye be okomuano and you see they just have to understand say. The omoye no monya tumi no moye omunyere omo no
but some joy no go to cyber security law or why ni act
na bi be retimi the law back you wan ye be retimi the law back etu de omunya abotre de omode ye baba amando no omunya abotre and a criminal offense and I say crime some abeka ye crime no entwamo videos no audio say 1990 you go for bawo
yes.
Yeah, when the crime will come.
Oh,
there is no limit.
Videos no go. Opia videos ready no hujuma. Omo po make sure say baby omo de Ghana for ajan ko chene nhye wa. Ana say omo nyoma is ombe high MPP for nyina. Ombe chichiye nyina ya guma sana December na ba. Ama ya yere. Akọ bia ye nto ba ye to ba kwa na ye to free prison. Omo po nya ne sa. Na president no mo setting. They should be careful.
All right. But I say time no aso and it's been interesting. Lawyer wait 1 minute 2 minutes bibi apese wo kan bia na ya fanu se akase bo.
Me say me nua aka wie ma o kan say in fact edu sa time na Dr. Mahmood Bawumia ya ma money din kwa basa na mom even Dr. Kraka si nya dia ibejai ya be chi ni party say there da omo dia be ye omo no wan hwe ya be che edi dia me pesa me kan say and yet the whims and the caprices of Attorney General. I'm not say any state agency be and I say de echi will be. It in arbitrarily way I'll be at the year was a judge would decide. But the legal principles established in our rules, we are all servants of the rules. And we must serve the rules.
All right. Lawyer, yes, sorry.
Can I say Kyeremanteng no see any to any for na media mesel. Say nyame ya adoma omo ankasa omo nua bema. Omo Abrantipa lawyer Nana Bunsu Chichi Kingsley emrene so na mpanifo ma yakwenya mekwa akofa nkrata na maba bigina as deputy secretary Ashanti region
yo
deputy secretary Ashanti region
deputy secretary
yes deputy secretary baby a party na drum
all hands on deck
hia ahofama fo omo ahofama omo pepa say omo pese party no eba power.
That's great.
And no penny everywhere. And me I'm me nyenye yempo but my record to speak for itself.
That's all. Let's support Minias.
Oh, that's where the project.
Yes. Let's support Minias.
Where the project. Deputy Regional Secretary.
Na me share you Dr. Mahmood Bawumia Bubi. Ashanti region to abanya 80% that. By 2028 elections, now youths never Ashanti region. More Ghana to about 70-something%. I am telling Dr. Mahmood Bawumia through this medium, say me as part of the regional executives, giving 80% to Ashanti region.
Amen.
Okay. That's nice. Bam. It is settled.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Magia lai Haji Alaskela. Ewo Kotoko.
Haji Alaskela. Haji Alaskela.
MPP ni Laskela. Oso ne ho kra ne konkra obewu e de ama MPP. Haji Alaskela. Juma obono Kotoko no. So dem be show ntimi chia o ma.
Me da say Haji Alaskela. Alright, so lawyer Banana Chichie Bozwana Nana bonsu tiritwie a Kingsley eka ho beda was papa for your time na ya na lawyer yenta ehu na I believe say na say dia mi ametwena shim upon pro metwena shim deputy secretary incoming lawyer Evans Osebonso so beda was papa we dey Tuesdays but then so dia na say we are sit
yes but senior deputy secretary na dwene ho say deputy communication
but for na abu ma e magro no eye de enti yebeda say yebeda obu edu gina say lawyer Evans Osebonso together with lawyer Bedanabonso Chirichi beda obu gina ase papa yede ebesia